What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes and welcome to episode number 81 of my Path to Power. Today we're getting started, still hanging out in that tournament that we were in before. Well, actually we're doing a little bit of club cleanup. We've had a few players that have sold on. We've got to go out. We've got to get a fitness card as everybody's way down, and frankly, I don't like playing with players below 90 fitness. I'll do it from time to time if it's only one player in the squad, and that I don't deem to be a crucial player. But we go out and we buy a plus 20 fitness, 1,800 coins. I don't know if that's probably not even cheaper, really, than getting just fitness cards for the players that I needed. But it is what we went and did anyway, because it's easy and we are lazy when it comes to that sort of thing. Speaking on the topic of fitness, I've been told that injuries indeed do happen in Ultimate Team, but only when they're all the way down in terms of their fitness level. So you can get an injury if your player is below 60 or 70 fitness, which is why most people, I think, don't have this issue, because they like playing with their players at a high fitness level regardless. So that's why the injury cards and the healing cards just aren't that big of a deal this year. Come up against this hybrid, pretty darn nice squad, 4-2-3-1 formation, and we're going to get things started moving forward. I'm also going to talk about, or real quickly, on the topic of the healing and that sort of stuff. And I think one of the things that happens in Ultimate Team is the chemistry and the morale boosts your player's stats. And I think one of the things that gets boosted is your player's resistance to injury stat, or whatever it is that there's some stat in the game that has an effect on how likely a player is to get injured, and it goes up when your fitness level goes down. But with the Ultimate Team boost for morale and chemistry, I just don't think that it's ever really coming into play, because your players, even throughout the whole match, will stay at a pretty darn high fitness level. They're never really dropping into that red range just because of the way it works. And to be honest, with Ultimate Team, I'd kind of like to see it a little bit more like head-to-head, a little bit less arcadey. I think that the chemistry and the morale boosts have a little bit too much of an effect from time to time on the way your players play with stats. Now, it does make for some great goals, and I have no idea how he slipped by my two defenders right there, but he did, and he scored in the 38th minute. And he was a pretty strong player, to be fair. He had a pretty darn cheap side, actually, but at full time, 2-1. The first half was where the business end of the match happened, and nothing really happened in the second half. It was a good bit of a stalemate, and to be honest, I'm starting to get a little bit bored of this 4-2-2 team. I do like the idea of the hybrid, but frankly, I'm losing a little bit of fun playing Ultimate Team, I think, is basically what it is. Now, when I use my teams on my main account, my 3-5-2 BPL team, or, and splash in some 5-star skillers, some Brazilians, I have a lot more fun playing the game. We come up against this guy, 4-2-3-1 Silver Premier Division Mex team, and this was probably, I'd say, top 3 most frustrating games of FIFA 13 that I've played, and you're gonna just see why. I get a break here, and that was cool. I didn't expect that to happen, or that rarely, I feel like, happens for me in some of these things, but we get a 3rd-minute goal, and I was like, cool, now I just need to essentially defend. I changed my mindset, which is not what I needed to do. I needed to treat the match like it was still 0-0, and it turns up to be 1-1 very quickly. 24th minute, take it away from him, it goes right back to him, he crosses it in, and he gets an open header at the near post. Where my center backs and defenders were, I still have no idea. Obviously not marking up, and then we get a little bit more of a chance. Nice over the top ball to Marco Reus. He's gonna cross it in, and luckily Falcao stays onside, as that was just a bizarre sequence. I was having a little bit of a rough day thinking wise, and not just being a super creative player, which is kind of what I like to do when attacking. And I feel like the 4-2-2 limits my options. Again, right there, block him going on through, it goes right back to him. Slide, block the shot, and it's still, my keeper deflects it, and it goes back to his player, and he scores a goal in the 33rd minute to bring it back level at 2-2. Very unfortunate sequence of events, and now he's free, and I just couldn't grab a hold of him here. It wouldn't let me do my normal push and pull, and he slips on by and scores a nice, easy near post shot, 71st minute. And he's up 3-2 at this point. I get a little bit of luck here, because he makes a massive mistake after this cross in. He just hits A, and you never really want to hit A straightforward like that, because there's a chance you could have somebody lurking around, and that's Mario Götze. Puts it into the back of the net, and we are headed into extra time. These are the stats I control the game extremely well with the 4-2-2, but I don't win games as much. I don't win as convincingly, and that can be a bit frustrating. We end up going all the way into penalties. I saved the first one. I was like, all right, we got this. I'm going to lock this down, Falcao. No way he's missing a penalty. Side netting, the second best net, and he steps up with this one. Figured he wouldn't go the same way. He didn't. We're up 2-0 on penalties, and that is, generally when you get up 2 on penalties, you're winning, especially if you've made your first 2. There's no way that they're going to be pulling it back. He manages to get this one in, and I knew he was going to go that way, and I just didn't dive. Very, very frustrating stuff, but I get the next one in. Still, only one more penalty kick taker to go. I got this. No big deal. He managed it. He goes straight down the middle. He doesn't even go up. This guy wasn't that strong of a player, and I think that's what the most frustrating part was. Manages to poke that one off the post, and that would have been the game-winning penalty, and all would have been forgiven, and all would have been good. But he managed to score another one, and then I'm thinking, okay, straight down the middle. It's always my bread and butter, and he saved another one, and now we are level, and we've both missed, and I go the wrong way. That wasn't even a strong penalty, and I just had a bad feeling about it in general. Straight down the middle, though, one more time, and I thought he wouldn't go that same way again. He did not, and he goes straight back down the middle again, which was super frustrating because if they go high down the middle, at least they know what they're doing. Fabio Contrao, very terrible penalty, and he goes the right direction, blocks it. We are eliminated from the cup, and I am pissed. And it'll probably be time to change things up and go back to players that I enjoy playing with on Ultimate Team. So if you see some of the same faces as before, don't fret. It's in order to get better quality gameplay. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the episode, a like or thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.